fellow Spartans, how you doing, and welcome back to another video. And today we are here for an epic siege battle on Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD, the Attila version that is. So get yourselves comfortable, ladies and gentlemen, and get yourselves not one, not two, I'd say about 3 drinks, guys, because this is hot stuff. Because not only we are fighting under the midday sun in the eastern deserts, but this is one hell of a hot battle. This is one hell of a great battle, in fact. Get yourselves ready. Get yourselves mentally adjusted for this one. And yeah, sit back and relax because you're in for an epic journey, guys. Situation is this. There's 2 armies defending the great city of Ctesiphon. Myself as the Ayyubid Sultanate and Pixelated Apollo as the Sultanate of Rum. And we are against Indie Pride as the Teutonic Order and Jackie Fish also as the Teutonic Order. A Teutonic assault, if you must. But yes, they are desperately trying to attack and take the city. We are desperately trying to defend the city. Can we do it? Well, we're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen. So let's firstly play instead of on pause. So pause it then. But no, let's not go into slow-mo. Let's just play. Let's take off the UI. Let's go into cinematic mode. And let's enjoy this one. So here come the Teutonic Order here. Their spears try to drive back the Sultanate of Rum there. The forces are trying to desperately defend the gates and the walls. The walls are breached. The Teutonic Order are into the city now. There's no stopping them at this point. It must be that we should have to withdraw back, I think, as the wisest choice, because at the moment, already, we've only just started the battle, and the Teutonic Order have taken these walls with relative ease. These shields are detailing the units, as we've seen already in the previous battle that I covered on this mod. It's obviously only just come out to some of the YouTubers. The detail is just superb, absolutely glorious in fact. So let's zoom in, and I think today we can enjoy it a bit more than we could in that first battle. I was only fighting that one, but now we've been able to get the replays working in these videos, which is great. So it means I can just take it in more. You guys can take it in more. You can see the detail and take the action in as well, which is obviously always great to have. So Indie Pride launching a full-on assault already. Pixelated Apollo trying to desperately defend what remains of these walls here and the gatehouse. The towers are being destroyed. Sultan of Rum have cleverly got their archers onto the wall to try and fire down onto the enemy. Quite a wise move, a move that Pixelated Apollo likes to do. He did that against me in a Third Age battle, his Tug of War series against Jackie Fish, and he's doing it again today. And talking about Jackie Fish, he's now taken down the gatehouse. He's making his approach known. He's smashed holes in the wall. I'm going to try and drive him back here because he's secretly trying to take this watchtower from me. I'm driving him back. So down, there you go. No messing around. And what I've done here, I brought out 2 of my cavalry forces, the Ayyubid Sultanate. I brought out both their cavalry units hiding in the trees there. The civilians aren't happy that the horses are so nearby, even though they are on their own team. They don't like the fact they're there. They're peeing themselves. They're running away, in fact. Bless them. They're not here for war. They're here to farm. And they want their farms intact. But already the Teutonic Order are pushing in down into these parts of the gates and the walls here. So, I mean, really, there is no way you could stop the Teutonic Order from doing so. This is why Jackie and Indie Pride had such an easy job getting into the city, because we pulled back to sit back and, literally allow them, invite them into the city, to then try and fight them in closer combat in narrower streets where we could try and pick them off bit by bit, because you can't defend these walls when they had so much artillery and siege equipment at their disposal. The tree burns here, ladies and gentlemen. The tree is on fire. The city is on fire. God, we are in trouble. The Teutonic Order have done very well to start things off here. Oh god, the blood and gore though is superb to see. Oh, look at the detail on this Teutonic Knight there. God, that is glorious. Absolutely glorious. We can safely say the Teutonic Order have won the first round of the battle. They're storming the city now. Absolutely storming it. Well, let's zoom out. Get a bit more of an overview of what's happening. So Apollo has brought what remains of his forces back to the palace grounds, to the plaza. The charcoal remains of the section of the city that I'm defending is not looking good. So we've engaged here with the Teutonic Order again. My spears trying to hold them back desperately at bay to give my crossbow units and archers more time to fire down, which they seem to be doing here. So we're holding them for the moment. And there's also fighting erupted over here at this sort of northwest tower of the city. Teutonic Order storming in. The box helmets there. Lovely. I do love the design of them. Glorious to see. Oh god, the detail. Oh yes. You can tell I'm loving it, guys. You can tell I'm loving it. So we've brought our cavalry across from the farms over there. They've now abandoned the civilians that were running away from them. They've had enough of them. And they're now trying to take out the enemy and defend the city with everything we've got here. Another unit of cavalry has come over here. But oh my god. Well, we were dealt a big blow and we lost them, unfortunately, quite quickly. We were surrounded early on. I tried to get them through the ranks, but it was no good. The Teutonic Order was able to pick me off, and that cavalry unit is going to their death. The boiling oil here is pouring down on one man. One man has been burnt to death. Would you believe it? He is not going to be getting up anytime soon. Bless him. Oh dear. So here we go, still trying to hold back this unit. We've done a good job. They are really pretty much on their last legs, that unit. We've done a good job against them. So now we need to pull back closer and closer to the palace we go. These, thankfully, 2 watchtowers are still intact, and they need to be intact because they are going to provide quite a lot of firepower against the Teutonic Order over here. How is the other army doing? How is Pixelated Apollo doing? Right, the Teutonic Knights over here fighting off against some of Apollo's forces on horseback there, supported by the infantry swarming them around them from both sides, actually quite effectively. That's good to see. So we've hit them from both sides there. Nice. Defending this opening here. In fact, every opening that's here to go towards the palace with is being defended in some way or another by our forces, which is obviously good because this is the only way they're going to really achieve victory. If they get to the palace and take out our forces and take this from us, the great palace of Ctesiphon, then we will lose the battle. This is why we're defending with every sort of opening that's here against the enemy to attack with. So this is why we are pulling all our forces back. This still continues here, this skirmish off against the Teutonic Knights. Doing well to hold the forces back. But it looks like the Teutonic Order have actually come through in the end. It's only bided us a little bit more time, in fact, to get our forces into position, because the Teutonic Order have come out on top by the looks of things there. So they're just regrouping, pulling away from the archer fire that's over here, firing down upon them. Look at this, they're having a bath. It's that hot, guys, as I told you. They're having a bath while they wait for the Teutonic Order to get their asses into the city. Oh, and look at this, a charge from Jackie Fish has been thwarted by my axe units and spearmen. They've had to pull back. They can't withstand that defence that I've put up against them, as well as the tower fire, which is firing down and taking out a few of their units bit by bit. As I say, a very good weapon to have at your disposal, these 2 watchtowers here, providing ultimate defence against the Teutonic Order. And still we were holding there. The spear units were holding for all this time. Even now, giving our other forces time to pull back. That's a great noble act. A brave act, in fact. The city is on fire. It is, you know, not looking good for us. It is dark in places. It's charred in places. Oh God. Desperate times, guys. Desperate times. This unit here is taking a lot of bad battering as well. It's pulling back.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
So Jackie now and Indy Pride are just gathering the forces ready for the final push to the palace now. Getting all their forces into the city. And again, we are just doing exactly the same. We both know what's going to happen here. Both forces know the fate or the next move that's going to be played out in this battle. It's only a matter of time for its execution, really. So here we go. Let's take this opportunity while we can to digest the units once more, the quality of them. Look at that guy, he's been in battle today. Dear, dear, dear. That's going to have to go in the wash afterwards, isn't it? That's going to have to be quite a difficult job for the laundry. Dear, dear. I'm surprised you've come out unscathed, my friend. So, who's this guy? Of course. This was Apollo. No, not Apollo, sorry. This was Jackie Fish. Bringing a unit and also dismantling my market stall, the damn cheek. He's bringing these forces round the back to try and support Indy Pride's push on this side here. Because they're going in together. So everything, the chess pieces are moving, basically, guys. Will this be the greatest battle of our time, as Gandalf the Grey once said? But yes, the players are moving, the pieces are moving into place. Here goes Jackie Fish again with the Teutonic Order. It's a foiled attack, really, in other ways, because it's not going to work. We're defending with everything we've got here. The spearmen are ready, the archers are firing down, the arrow towers are firing down. It's like a brick wall that they're hitting at the moment. But what other options have they got? Not much, really, have they? This is the only way they can get in now to the palace. So all we need to do is just keep holding on. Stay strong. Be the brick wall we need to be. And here goes the other push now. However, Apollo and the Sultanate of Rum are a little bit weaker than me at the moment. They have taken more damage early on in this battle, and defending this gap here is proving a little bit precarious, I feel, at the moment. He hasn't got as many men to hold them back as I has over there, so this is why I bring a unit across, which I'm doing right now, to support, because if not, we could see a break in the line here in a second, which is not good. And also, it looks like the Teutonic Order are starting to take these watchtowers away from us. We lose those watchtowers, that is big trouble indeed, because they are providing, as I say, a very, very big factor. Providing, yeah, they're a big factor in our defence at the moment. Oh God, the towers have gone. They've taken the watchtowers down. You wouldn't believe it. We've lost them. That is a big loss to have. And now that's going to give the Teutonic Order incentive. It's going to invite them to bring more units into the battle. They can afford to now. They haven't got to withstand as much firepower from us as they once did. So that's looking quite difficult and precarious over there. Over here, though, however, we're holding them back. Yeah, much more comfortably, I feel. I brought my axemen into the battle as well to help with this one. to support the line here. And by God, they are fighting to every single man that they can. This is their city that they are facing up against, or they're facing the prospect of losing. They will fight to every single man. Every inch of this city will be defended at all costs. Brick by brick. Tile by tile, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. The big push. Can we pull this one off? Because I tell you what. Oh, our unit has been completely annihilated. But at this point, you know, morale is high. We look to be turning the tide of battle. We've got the firepower. We've got the defence to hold him back with. Archers are still continuing to fire out over the city streets, over the buildings that are defending and separating us from the enemy at the moment. The detail is just superb on those helmets. Look at that. The chainmail, everything about it. Glorious to see. Okay, again, the Teutonic Order really pushing for this. They want to take this city in the east. They have come a long way for this battle. They have covered many miles and seen many cities and lost a lot of men in the process, and just to travel here, let alone fight here. So they may want it more than us in some ways. They're so close to getting their goal. Can the final victory happen today? Because they've been coming across and experiencing many victories, even just getting here, as I say. This is a final one that could be ready for them to take. Look at this. Look at the arch. Look at the firepower and the range to these archers. Come on, fire. Show me what you've got. Show me what you've got. Come on. You're not gonna get stage fright when I just start to look at you. Here we go. Here we go. Arching down they go. Okay, here comes another unit of the Teutonic Order. Trying to go for the centre here. Look at that unit there. Look at that unit there. Where is he? Look at those knights there. Beautiful. All that armour. Beautifully padded. They've realised there's a weak point here in this opening of the city. We've only got one unit defending against them. So they are trying to exploit that part. We've driven these guys back completely. And so much so, the confidence is high. We're actually cheering. But that cheering is short-lived because Jackie Fish and the Teutonic Order are still trying to fire across with their archers. Trying to pick us off bit by bit. The towers are still under our control. I pulled my units back because essentially we're going to come under some archer fire, which I didn't want to take, in all honesty. So I pulled my units back. Okay, I've left the watchtowers in a position where they could be taken here. But hopefully we can go back if needs be and claim them and defend them if we have to. But now the problem is the Teutonic Order have brought the Knights in. The Knights of Ren maybe, I don't know. But the Knights have come in of the Teutonic Order and are really pushing the Sultanate of Rum back here. This could be a problem because these guys are very experienced cavalry units and they will be able to really rip through our lines of archers and skirmishers if they get the opportunity to do so, and it looks like they are, because look at this, they're ravaging the land here. Desperate measures here. I'm going to bring a unit across, another unit across, to try and intercept and hold them at bay for as long as we can. Jackie Fish's forces over there are done for. They are fleeing back. They can't withstand any more pressure. This is why I'm now bringing my units across, everything I've got in fact, to try and help Apollo with the final push of the Teutonic Order. Indie Pride and Jackie Fish are giving everything they've got now. They're swarming into the plaza. The palace could be theirs very quickly and very soon if we don't do something about it. Oh my God. Horse after horse, knight after knight is swarming in here. They realise this is their final opportunity to try and take the battle from us. To try and take the city from us, in fact. This is everything that they've got. This is tense stuff. This is the final moments here. The charge in from Indy Pride with his Heavy Knights here. Smashing into our lines of axe units that I brought across. Trying to get out of there. Of course, he's a shot cavalry unit, so they're going to do it sort of damage in an early charge. But obviously then if they linger in the fight, they'll get broken down quickly. So it's initial shot cavalry impact that they'll give, and then they'll pull back out to then realign themselves for another charge in a second. This is the ploy that he's going in. Again, he goes for another charge here. Trying to break me down. Break Apollo down. Under the shadows of the palace, we shall defend with everything we've got. We're already fighting on the land. We're fighting in the river. We're fighting in the pool, in fact. The pool will be red with blood if we're not careful. Holding at bay here. Oh, God. We are getting seriously bogged down now. Trying to desperately hold every angle we've got, every segment we've got. General's dead. This is the turning point now. It was so close. We were literally seconds away from victory. But it seems to have turned. The general has fallen. The Teutonic Knights, the elite forces, have been able to do what they needed to do. And there you go. Apollo fled. My general died. It was a valiant defeat. It was very close. The final push at the end was the turning point. If we'd able to hold them back for a little bit longer, I feel we could have won it. But alas, it came down to that split second at the very end. Let's have a look at the statistics before we go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that one. It was pretty epic indeed, wasn't it? It just sums up how great this mod can and will be as it further enhances as we go down the line. So, myself, I lost 1347. I had 243 remaining. Apollo took more damage. He lost a few more and only had 125 remaining. Indy Pride and Jackie Fish were very close as well. They didn't do amazingly in terms of, keeping their numbers. They did lose quite a few men in the end as well. So that's how close it was. At one point, I think we had more men under our control, but we lost it, as I say, in those few moments. In terms of performing units, my best was my units of Axemen. They did very well in the end, 106, 115. For Apollo, it was his archers. His archers did very well. 201 for his foot guards there. Very nice indeed. Apart from that, a few low scores with his spearmen, unfortunately. It's definitely his skirmishers. He brought quite a few skirmishers, in fact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, it's 8 in the end. So he did really rely on his skirmishers there. Did do the damage, but then unfortunately his melee infantry didn't do as well, which obviously is where he lost a lot of his lives and a lot of his men. In terms of the enemy, the Teutonic Order, Indy Pride's best performing unit on the day was his unit of mercenary men at arms there, 154. His cavalry as well, actually there, the Halbrüder, very good. Look at how much experience these guys had. This is why they came through in the end. Their gold chevron units really made the difference in those final few minutes there. And then Jackie Fish, 136 for his Prussian archers. Very good indeed. A few units weren't too good. A few units were very good in the end. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the battle fought and lost. But it was very close. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do drop it a like. It was rather epic. I shall be back, of course, with more of these scenarios very soon. And, of course, as always, thank you so much for watching, guys. But until next time, this is Warrior Spotter for now saying farewell.